Between Kanye West's new clothing line release with Gap to the Kardashians show getting some edits and everything in between, there's a lot that's happened within the Kardashian-Jenner family, so let's talk about what's been going on, especially on Instagram. Kanye West has had quite the year, as a lot of eyes have been on him for his commentary that he's posted on Instagram, and a lot of that has pertained to his ex-wife Kim's relationship following their divorce. Kanye has been pretty vocal about his feelings during the time when Pete Davidson and Kim Kardashian were together, and even after their relationship reportedly ended. According to their teams, they split due to their schedules, as Pete was filming a movie in Australia and Kim obviously has her whole life in California. But since the announced split, it was also made clear that Pete would not be in as much of the Kardashians' Hulu show. They had previously shown in trailers for the next season a lot of footage of him and Kim being together, but apparently that's being scrapped due to their breakup. And I think if they were going to show more of it on screen, Kanye would have a lot to say, because he was so vocal in the first place with them even being together. And when he heard news that Kim and Pete had broken up, he went to Instagram and posted Skeet Davidson dead at age 28. It's reported that because of Kanye's messages to Pete over the course of his relationship with Kim, the threats and the visuals in music videos of him wanting to end Pete's life took a toll on Pete's mental health, and it's been reported that he is in trauma therapy over these things said by Kanye. A close source reported to People saying the attention and negativity coming from Kanye and his antics is a trigger for Pete, and he's had to seek out help. Which leads me to the fact that Kanye went on an Instagram rant once again yesterday, and he has had some pretty messed up things to say in regards to this about Pete as well as other things. To summarize, he was going off about two things on Instagram. One, he felt like Adidas and Gap were both stealing designs from him from their collabs that he's done with them, and he felt like they were taking those designs and making something very similar to his product but selling them for a cheaper price without his name on it. And the other thing that he was upset about was what school Kim has decided their kids will attend. He does not approve of it. But in regards to Pete, one of the things that he posted in his Instagram rant while he was going off about everything else, he randomly decided to bring up Pete once again, and he said, "Ask Pete how those tattoos of my kids doing in the trauma unit." And if you guys remember, Pete apparently got each letter of Kim's kid's first name tattooed on his neck, and people felt like it was really messed up for Kanye to make a comment about him being in a trauma unit after hearing about all these threats, having Pete seek out trauma therapy. This whole thing, super messed up. Now, as for Kanye and being upset with Gap and Adidas, he started with a message to Casper, the CEO of Adidas, and it was the same message to Pete that Pete got after the Kim breakup. And it is this photo of the New York Times saying Casper worsted, also dead at 60. And the caption said, "I'm not here to be liked. If you don't like it, leave." In another post, he further explained his frustration with both Gap and Adidas as a company and said how to create an angry Ye. If you are Adidas or Gap, take the objects made in collaboration with Kanye, respectively, the Yeezy slides and the Yeezy Gap engineered by Balenciaga tee, and make something similar. That's it. You two now have your angry Kanye. So this photo right here that he posted is a really good example of explaining why he is upset. So the two products at the top, the Yeezy slides and the Yeezy Gap engineered by Balenciaga tee, these are things that Kanye collaborated with Adidas and Gap on. Now the two products at the bottom are something that Gap is selling and something that Adidas is selling that look very similar to what Kanye created, and he is upset that they even put out products that look remotely similar to the ones that he created with their company. He then brings up the reason for this rant. He posts, "Today is about control. My kids, Yeezy, Adidas, Yeezy, Gap. It's up on all three of these issues at the same time, because it's all the same mentally that make these people feel they can keep getting away with things." He says, "My kids going to Donda. They not going to Sierra Canyon. Charlemagne the God and Chris, get your mother popcorn." So to break this down and clarify what he means by these things, he brings up that his kids are going to Donda. Kanye started a school of his own called the Kanye West's Donda Academy School, and it's apparently a Christian private school that he has created, and he wants his kids to go there instead of the school that Kim has chosen for them to go. And she's chosen the same school that Kendall and Kylie graduated from, and he is not about it at all, you guys. And that is what a majority of this rant is going to be. So we already covered the reason why he's mad at Adidas and Gap, but this is the other reason why he is mad. Now, after bringing up Kris Jenner in the previous Instagram that I showed you guys, telling her to get the popcorn ready, he shares a text between him and Kim where she texted him saying, "Can you please stop?" And he says, "No. We need to talk in person. You don't have say-so of where the kids go to school. Why you get say-say? 'Cause you half white?" She then texted him again saying, "From my mom, please. Tell him to please stop mentioning my name. I'm almost 67 years old and I don't always feel great and this stresses me to no end." And he says, "Y'all don't have so-so over my black children and where they go to school. They will not do Playboy and tapes. Tell your Clinton friends to come get me. I'm here." He then posts a random screenshot of one of Kylie Jenner's friends, Victoria. She also used to be her assistant, but now they're just friends and they still hang out and all that stuff. But she was doing a random brand deal on her Instagram story. Kanye screenshotted it and posted it and said, "Don't let Kris make you do Playboy like she made Kyle and Kim do. Hollywood is a giant brothel. Destroyed my family. I deal with the addiction. Instagram promotes it. Not gonna let it happen to Northie and Chicago." So what I gather from this message is he is saying that he does not want his daughters to end up like Kylie and Kim. And if he is really shading both of them here, that is really messed up. This is just a lot, and I don't really know why he put Victoria in the crosshairs of this whole situation, but I'm sure that her group chat with Kylie is really interesting after this. Now, the worst of all, I can't believe that he really said this next one, but he posted Tristan, Travis, Scott, calling my fellow donors, we in this together. And yes, he referred to him, Tristan, Travis, and Scott as donors. You know, donors. Like, what? How is this even real? He brings up Travis again, saying, "Trav is Scott. These my brothers. I'm only one I ever seen stand up to Kris, though come fight me, I love pain." It really feels like he's coming for Kris, saying that she is this big manipulator. She's getting Kylie and Kim to do Playboy, and he doesn't want his daughters to end up like this family. He doesn't want this family to have control over his kids. He then goes on to talk more about his kids, saying, "I'm the kid's father. Imagine not having any say-so on where your kids go to school." And then says, "I was driven crazy before. I'm not going crazy no more. It's not up to Calabasas or Hulu where my kids go to school. I'm not the crazy one here. It's up. I won't stop until I have a say-so on my kids no matter what it legally takes. Come and get me. I'm a man of God. The father's job is to be the bad guy sometimes. So Trevor Noah, come speak on my family so I can be the bad guy." I will say that yes, where your kids go to school should be a parent's decision here, but I do probably see how it could be an issue that the school that he is advocating his kids go to is the school that he created. But he continued by saying, "Anybody that says I'm spiraling when I express the undeniable truths is a sheep. Shut the up and worry about your own kids. I obviously am dealing with wars at the highest level of control and discrimination based on the level I'm operating at. A conductor gotta turn they back to the audience to direct the orchestra. Oh yay crazy is basic as at this point I'm simply right. I know girls who sell that don't agree with how my daughters are displayed. Y'all not finna keep discriminating on me while the organizations use me and use us all." This is a lot from him shading Kim, saying he doesn't want his kids to do the things that she's done, like her tape and posing for Playboy. It's honestly sad to see him shading her and her family this way and talking about the fathers of all of her sister's kids. He said before that he posts publicly so nothing can be manipulated by the media and the Kardashians, and he wants his side told. And it's sad that it has to be like this, that they can't seem to work things out behind the scenes. I remember Kanye previously being upset about the kids' school before, and now that it's a conversation once again, it's like, is this going to be a thing until they graduate? This whole thing is truly sad. So that's what's going on with the Kardashian Jenner family. That's what Kanye had to say about the situation. I definitely hope they can work things out for the kids' sake, but I'm really not sure if that is going to happen. But as of right now, Kanye has deleted all of these posts. He usually does a big rant and then immediately deletes everything. So who knows if there will be more said, but as of right now, that is what has been said. So that is what's going on. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.